Hello and welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. Thank you so much for joining us today on the show. On this episode of Red Carpet, we have African models on the cover of British Vogue, Nigerian singer Fireboy DML on his collaboration with Ed Sheeran, Peru, Para, and a Tanzanian film is getting the spotlight on Netflix. Let's go. And let's start off with fashion. There's a growing sense that the global fashion landscape is shifting in order to embrace and recognize the work of talented Africans. To celebrate a new era of African fashion, British Vogue featured 9 black models on the cover of its February 2022 issue. Let's take a look. From designers to models, Africans are getting the recognition they deserve. Trailblazers such as the late Ghanaian American Virgil Abloh, who rose to the top of fashion with his off-white brand and became the artistic director of Louis Vuitton, or Nigerian British designer Mowalola Ogunlesi, who was appointed by Kanye West to lead the Yeezy Gap design team, are an example of how far Africans have come in the fashion industry. Africa's fashion influence is resonating throughout the world, on runways, in films, and on magazine covers. Heralding a new era of African fashion, British Vogue featured 9 black models on the cover of its February 2022 issue. The cover includes well-known and emerging African models, including Adut Akech, Amar Akwai, Majesty Amare, Akon Chanku, Mati Fall, Janet Jumbo, Abeni Nial, Nyangwarue, and Anok Yai. They were photographed in London by Brazilian photographer Rafael Pavarotti. UK Vogue editor Edward Eninfo, who is of Ghanaian descent, shared his excitement on the growth of African fashion in the latest fashion shows. He said that the rise of African representation in modeling is not only about symbolism, nor even simple beauty standards. It is about the elevation of a continent. It's about economics, access, culture, perspective, difference, and wonder. And it's here to stay, he said. DC-based Nigerian designer Vivian Agbakoba gave us her take on this Vogue cover.
I think the British Vogue did an amazing job at covering these beautiful goddesses. I saw the cover and part of the excerpts from the magazine. It was just brilliant, you know. I think that it's about time that beautiful Black young girls, especially in the modeling world and in the fashion world, should be given, you know, their flowers. You know, they have come through quite a lot. They're here now to redefine, you know, what fashion and having Black beautiful young girls are doing in the modeling runway. Just to redefine it and to give a different narrative to what it used to be. There was a minute where I kind of got into my feelings a little bit looking at it, you know, because there were a couple of them in the photos I could barely recognize their faces. And to be honest with you, I did go to their pages to look at them and say, are they really this dark? Or was it just bad lighting, or is this intentional? But, you know, I had to take my sentiments out of it. I had to look at it from an artistic perspective, and I had to think, you know, what is the intention of whoever was editing or whoever was trying to, or what they were trying to portray. I wish that I know Edward, because there was a lot of backlash. I read that on social media too. I think it would be nice for him to have an opportunity to kind of share what the intention or what the vision was for this portrayal. Like I said, I would like to hope that it was with good intentions. And also, you know, when I think about young girls who also have been looking up to these models and not getting a different kind of, maybe like kids who were bullied in school, and seeing these Black models on these cover magazine without, any bias, without any, just seeing them, I think it's quite aspirational for young girls. So we can take the positive from it, and we can also take the negative from it.
And still in the world of fashion, cutting-edge technology could change the face of fashion as we know it. VOA's Julie Tebo has more.
Born without her lower left arm, model Kelly Knox chooses not to use prosthetics as an aid, but as an accessory for self-expression. This acrylic prosthetic was custom designed for her by artist Sophie de Oliveira Barada as a piece of jewelry.
She works with colleagues and scientists and prosthetists on ways for people to express themselves artistically through their kinetic jewelry.
The prosthetic is just one example of high-fashion garments and accessories forged by modern technology on display at a fine arts museum in Roanoke, Virginia. They offer some insight into how technology might transform fashion in the future. A brass face mask, created by artist Ewan Nowak, for example, was designed to fool facial recognition technology.
It allows human-to-human recognition very easily, but foils the AI programs.
Some artists used the latest in 3D printing, making a physical object from a digital model to create clothing, shoes, and accessories. And while fashion has long been influenced by Mother Nature, these artists have taken it to a new level. Bodysuits grown from mycelium, and dresses made from algae. Sequins made from tree cellulose instead of petroleum-based plastic, and a bolero from recycled badminton shuttlecocks.
I hope that people will think more carefully about the way fashion is produced, how we can work with 3D printing or biomaterials to be more responsible.
It's a concept the artists hope people will take to heart. Julie Tabo, VOA News, Roanoke, Virginia.
Now, Tanzanian films rarely find their way to the big screen, but Seko Shante's film Binti, which means young lady in Swahili, managed to catch the eye of cinema goers at home, abroad, and on Netflix. Betty Ayub has more.
Oh my, nifanye hii kama sifanye tena kudedek.
Seko Shante has managed to do what many Tanzanians and African filmmakers dream about, getting her film to do one of the biggest streaming services companies in the world, Netflix.
We already knew that we wanted it to go on Netflix. I mean, we went into the project hoping that we'd be able to make it onto the platform. So we were working with the technical broadsheet of the expectations that Netflix would have for a film like ours.
The story revolves around 4 women who suffer and live in extreme hardships in Dar es Salaam. They face conflicts and issues in their love life, with their motherhood and society. With the backdrop of a technologically and socially advanced future, the movie specifically highlights the life of Binti, who is a young, intelligent and strong woman who was born to lead her community in Africa. Entering Netflix, the film is setting a path for Tanzanian filmmakers to start presenting their work in the global stage. According to a research and statistics company, Statista, in the first quarter of 2021, Netflix had 208 million paying subscribers. It is estimated that 47% of Americans prefer Netflix over any other video streaming services. Shamte says the way to enter Netflix is to get your film in the biggest African film festivals.
With Netflix, you cannot go directly to them. You have to go through a distributor who deals directly with them. So the easiest way to get in contact with these distributors is to get your film into one of the key film festivals, so key African film festivals. Durban is a really, really good example of that. A lot of distributors watch or go to the Durban Film Festival, as well as I think AFRIF, for sure. Some of the festivals like Fespaco, for sure, they're distributors who are there. And, you know, when you go to the film festivals, you can't just kind of be excited that, guys, my film is showing. You really have to go and hustle. You have to go and talk to these guys. You have to convince them, can you please come and screen my film, because you want to build a bit of a buzz.
Like many African filmmakers, the biggest puzzle has been how to get funds enough to produce an international look project.
Our motto, especially towards the end, was beg, borrow, and steal. So we're calling people, we're like, I need this, do you have this? Like, do you have a warehouse? Do you have a, you know, working those phones and trying to get people to help us out. And to their credit, a lot of our people, a lot of our network really reached out and helped us out.
So, no carbs, no junk food, no alcohol, and I'm gonna go back to the gym. My ovulation starts from the 15th to the 17th, so make yourself available. Do not travel. Let's get this baby.
Although Binti is in 2 languages, with most of the actors speaking both Swahili and English, critics say there is too much use of the English language in a country where English is second or the third language for the majority.
And let's take you to the world of art. We Are Congo is an art exhibit that exposes the side of Democratic Republic of Congo that many people are not aware of. The exhibit in Washington, D.C. showcases a Congo bursting with a vibrant art scene, rich culture, and enormous talent. VOA's Roger Muntu was there. The paintings exhibited in We Are Congo showcases this other side of the DRC. It features original works for the first time ever in the United States by 5 young and talented Congolese artists. Congolese painter Jean-Claude Lofenia says the exhibit will help change negative perceptions about the Democratic Republic of Congo.
We are here to raise our flag higher in this great exhibition, We Are Congo. You see, the Democratic Republic of Congo has gained a bad reputation due to instability from years of wars and political upheaval. This situation is keeping us behind, and that is why we are here to show a different image of our country through our culture and art.
Congolese painter Sam Ilunga said participating in the exhibit was a dream come true.
First of all, this is a dream for me. However, I must say that it's not pure luck. You can't rely on pure luck to get through life's challenges. It's because of my artwork that I'm able to be invited to this exhibit in Washington, D.C.
The exhibition is taking place at Georgetown, Washington, D.C. And as we come to the end of our show today, let's get into some music. Nigerian singer Fireboy DML smash-struck Peru was gaining traction across the globe when megastar Ed Sheeran offered to contribute a verse to the mix. Here is our story from AP. Peru, para, Peru, Peru, para. Enjoy it. It seems appropriate that a song about jetting around the world has become a huge global hit. Nigerian singer Fireboy DML smash-struck Peru was gaining traction worldwide, and then megastar Ed Sheeran offered to add a verse on the mix.
The moment I saw his DM, I went crazy. I was jumping up and down the studio, and then when he replied, when we got talking, I was like, am I really chatting with Ed Sheeran? You know, like this stuff. And then when I met him in person, I couldn't even afford to be starstruck because he made me feel so comfortable because he's such an easygoing, down-to-earth guy. And the vibe, it was like we'd known each other for years, like we were really close friends, you know. So it was amazing. It was more like brothers, like friends, not a fanboy and an artist. It was two friends that came together to shoot a video.
And with that, we come to the end of our show today. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Jackson Funganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voanews.com. We are also on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube, where you can watch our videos. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, catch you right here. Goodbye, everyone.